Hi, you've just watched my story and I'm going to stick to it except for one thing. Maybe instead of talking about the hydrogen atom, we should be considering the Higgs field. And this is the blackboard from 34 years ago. Came across it during a house cleaning recently. It reminded me of the tape that you just watched. Regarding the origin of life, considering Darwin's evolution and intelligent design. A few comments are in order. The central problem for Darwinism is how to get life out of the elements in the periodic table through a simple process of accident and chance. The intelligent design advocates, however, also have a problem in determining or deciding how the intelligent agent got life from the same elements in the periodic table. Darwinists, at least the ones I have read, have been waiting for some kind of a breakthrough, an enlightenment, where all of the pieces of the puzzle will fall together and we'll be able to create life. I believe the future has passed. The enlightened concept happened in 1996, or at least was published in a book in 1996 by Professor Michael Behe in Darwin's Black Box. It's the concept of irreducible complexity. Unfortunately, irreducible complexity is a difficult concept for most intelligent people. It's kind of like a case of pluralistic ignorance. Dr. Behe tried to illustrate it, simplify it, by using a mousetrap as an example. That didn't work. People thought that the mousetrap could be used as a tie clip, etc., etc. In either case, the tie clip was irreducibly complex, as was the mousetrap. I'm going to try to simplify the concept. Here I have a nut and a bolt, okay? The nut evolves over here, the bolt evolves over here. They're separated in space and time. If the nut is evolved in accordance with Mr. Whitworth, and the bolt is evolved in accordance with Mr. SAE, the two will never fit together, will not form a system. However, if both the nut and bolt are designed to some specification, they will fit together, forming an irreducibly complex system. The key is that all irreducibly complex systems are goal-oriented. In a manner of speaking, every component of the system has knowledge of adjacent components. The designer assures that all parts mesh. Most of the time, that is. Occasionally, because the designer's nature is not deterministic, you'll get the occasional two-headed cow. a few words on my own insight, and I'll be done. It all started a few years before the Beyond Paradox tape. I made a bologna and cheese sandwich. Got another prop here. It's a bologna and cheese sandwich. Some white bread, American cheese, bologna, mustard, and butter, and another slice of white bread. I live in southeastern Pennsylvania. One August, late in August, I made my sandwich and I went outdoors to eat it. And before I could eat the sandwich, before I could even sit down, a yellow jacket wasp showed up and tried to help me eat the sandwich. No matter how much I waved him off, he kept coming back. And I started wondering what's gone on in that wasp brain of his. And it occurred to me that he has no knowledge or no concept of human being. In other words, as far as he's concerned, I'm a combination of chemical cues from the bologna sandwich, light and shadow from my waving hand. He has some idea of how to get back home, but that's about it for the wasp. I don't exist. So, mapping the wasp experience to my own wasp brain, I wondered if there were things around me that were outside of my perception. Over time, these things became the paradons, who are metaphors for the unknowns beyond the edge of science. What I mean is, at the boundaries of science, scientists are nibbling at God's bologna and cheese sandwich.